ShartimusPrime, reading comics, toys are hella sick, Articulation.
And these legs, man. I'm just gushing over this thing. Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Target exclusive Spider-Man 2-pack of Kraven and black-suited Spider-Man. Trying to get your Marvel Legends? You can do so at Megalopolis, City of Collectibles, where you can pick up your Marvel Legends and all kinds of other action figures. They have their daily deals and an awesome rewards points programs. Check them out, link in the description below. I've actually been excited for this 2-pack, mostly for the Kraven figure, though. We've seen the Spider-Man figure several times before. But anyway, on the side you can see Spider-Man right over there, crawling out of his grave from the Kraven's Last Hunt books. And then you can see both figures right there. And then you can see some comic covers right down here. There's a read-up over there. If you want to read it, go ahead and pause it right now. Then we get Kraven on this side. And then on the top, no window sliver, but we get a nice spot-varnished Spidey logo. I like that. A little bit of a change. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack these things open. And here are the figures out of the packaging. Now, the black-suited Spider-Man figure is exactly what I was expecting. It's just a re-released version from the Sandman Build-A-Figure wave, but this Kraven over here, oh man, they're looking so sick already. Now, he does come with good accessories, and we get some accessories with the black-suited Spidey, so let's get a closer look at those accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figures. So here are the accessories that we get with the black-suited Spidey figure. We get the 2 head sculpts, and we get 2 sets of interchangeable hands. We get whipping hands and fisted hands, and one detail that I really like about this figure is that they did not put the dots on the back of the hand. As you can see on the other version of black-suited Spider-Man, this is the symbiote, and this is actually a cloth suit of Spider-Man's, so that's pretty cool. And I did get a little extra line in the middle of this one. That's a little irritating, but these two came out pretty clean. And then we get the regular black-suited Spidey masked head right there, looking pretty normal. Clean paint apps, look pretty good. And then we get the unmasked, beaten Peter Parker head sculpt, which I think looks great, but I wish they changed the sculpt on him a bit because he's still smirking like the original version that we'd seen from this, and it just looks a little funny that he's gotten his butt kicked and he's all smiling about it. I mean, I don't know. If I had a big black eye like that and cuts all over my face, I wouldn't be too happy, but he's perfectly fine with it, I guess. So it would have been cool to see a new head sculpt for Peter Parker. That would have been a cool opportunity, but, you know, the paint apps do look pretty cool. I do like how this bruised eye looks and everything. So that's pretty awesome, and the the bloody paint apps look pretty good over here. For a little comparison, I gotta show this off next to the X-Men 87 Peter Parker head sculpt with the symbiote goop crawling around the side. I think that's cool, but yeah, seeing it compared to the original Parker head sculpt, you could see, they're both smirking, and it just looks really weird on this one. So again, this figure is pretty much the same exact thing that we'd seen from the Sandman Build-A-Figure Waves version. The upper torso is a bit different, though. I am noticing that this is a lot more glossy and shiny compared to this one, which is a lot more matted, and looks a lot more consistent with the rest of the figure. This one seems to have matted arms as well, but the torso is all glossy, so I do like that. Unfortunately, I did get this smudge right over here at the bottom. That's a bit irritating. That does frustrate me quite a bit, and I do like that the spider logo is just slightly different. You can see the mandibles right here are in different places, so that's cool to see a slightly different design. I really like that. That makes me happy. The paint does go all the way through on here, so I'm pleased with that. That's pretty cool. And then on the back right over here, he still has the back port, and then you could go ahead and move this forward and you could still see all the white paint. But yeah, it's mostly matted all the way through. Nothing very different about it or anything like that. And if you want to see the articulation segment, I'll have a card or something right up there because yeah, I've reviewed this body mold so many times already. And here are the accessories that we get with Kraven. We get this spear that we've seen before in the past. You can see compared to another one. I think this is the one that came with the other Kraven figure, right? It doesn't have as much paint detail on it. We get a lighter color wood grain right over here, but I do like the no gray that we're seeing for the spear tip, so that's pretty cool. And you get these little shiny beads, so that's kind of neat, and they're red on this one, so yeah, very subtle differences right over here. But then we get this new sniper rifle. I think this is brand new. I could be totally wrong about this, but yeah, I couldn't find my sniper rifle or the gun that comes with Shauna, but I think this is brand new. Again, let me know in the comment section if I'm wrong. And the figure holds it very well. You could just see that we got a trigger finger right over here, and just slip this right through here, and then that works out easily, so I'm happy about that. So if you have not read Kraven's Last Hunt, I highly recommend it. I do own the trade paperback, but at this moment in time I cannot find it anywhere, but I do remember reading it a while ago, and I really liked it a lot. And I will do a comparison or show this head sculpt on the Venom action figure a little bit later on in the video. But getting a better look at this head sculpt right here. Oh my god, I love this. This is awesome. I love those gritting teeth. I love how the eyes look. They're a little far apart from each other. That seems to be a consistent issue I have with a lot of the sculpts recently with the Marvel Legends, is that the eye placement is just a little bit far from the nose. But I like those mean eyebrows, very exaggerated expression right there. The hair looks really good on the figure too. Very pleased with that. Very mean looking Kraven, man. I dig that a lot. That's very cool. Then comparing it to the Kraven head sculpt that we'd seen in the last version that came out, you can see this does look a bit different. You know, this is our more contemporary version of Kraven, but they do have similar body molds. I mean, and we also get the same vest and everything. It's just painted a bit differently. So it is the same sculpt, same upper torso. The forearms are different though, and the legs are mostly the same. But yeah, getting a better look at this, we get those beautiful green eyes right there, and yeah, he does shoot lasers out of those, if you guys didn't know that already, which I thought was funny. But I really love how we have this black mixed in here with this brown mane. That looks really cool. I'm really liking how we get this lighter tan color towards the snout of the lion. That is just freaking amazing, and I'm not happy about that extra splotch. That's kind of a bummer. Irritates me a little bit. But other than that, I think this looks just amazing. I mean, look at that, man. Those paint apps are awesome. And we do get nice paint apps on this older version too, but they're a lot lighter. I don't know. I just think this one looks a whole lot cooler. The arms and everything look really good. We get some nice chest hair for Kraven. Gotta go check that out. Hey, Juan, I'm sorry, bro, but no sculpted nipples. Yeah, but we do get nipple lasers. I mean, that counts for something maybe, right? No? We get these nice bands right here on the biceps. That looks pretty dope. Then we get these wraps right here on the forearms and the hands. So that's pretty cool. We saw that that's a trigger finger hand, and then we get the gripping hand right there. And then from the waist down, we get this new belt with the teeth sticking out of it. That's freaking awesome, or these could be claws. And then he has the spandex tights. And yeah, we get that leopard pattern right there, looking really cool. And he's got the floods going. And then you get those Kraven ankles and the Kraven slippers, which I always thought was a funny design choice. And he does have peg holes at the bottom of his feet. Now to go over the articulation on Kraven, you can move the head up very far, which I like. And it moves downward, shifts forward and back a little bit. You get side-to-side motion and a bit of head tilting right there. Shoulders move outward that much. You can move them down that far, so not all the way. I do feel like this older figure has the arms moved down a little bit easier than this one right here. But you can move the shoulders all the way around. You get a bicep swivel, great double jointed elbows. The left wrist turns side to side and hinges up and down. The right wrist swivels but has the horizontal motion. You get an ab crunch forward, ab crunch back, waist swivel, hips move outward that far, and he'll kick forward that far and not back at all. Upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, calf rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he has a beautiful ankle pivot. Now to measure out these two figures, you can see that they're standing at about the same height, so they're both at about 6.5 inches tall. Then for a size comparison, we have the previously released black suited Spider-Man and Kraven figures next to these two new figures right here. And you can see that these have the same body mold, but the head is sitting just a little bit lower on the newer Kraven figure, which looks a lot better. You know, this head sculpt sits a little too high on the neck joint right over there. And then for another size comparison, we have the Marvel Legends Venom and the Pizza Spidey figures right here. And of course, I gotta do this head swap. So yeah, this is very cool that we can do this. I already took a lot of pictures and bam, that looks so sick. That is perfect, man. Oh, I'm so pleased with that. That looks really, really good. Then here's our classic Kraven next to our other classic Sinister Six figures from Hasbro. We have my Dave Wheeler customized Doc Ock right here, and then we have Mysterio and the Build-A-Figure Sandman. And then here's Kraven next to an image of the Toy Biz classic Kraven. I know I have it somewhere and I just cannot find it. I've dug around looking all over for it, but yeah, this image right over here next to the figure will have to do. And then here's a black suited Spider-Man and Kraven figures next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Classic Spider-Man. Hey brother, hey brother. Hey, there's two of us and just one of him. Who should be the hunted? That's right. Come on, let's get him. So I gotta say, I'm happy with this 2-pack set, but I'm mostly happy with it because of the Kraven figure, obviously. I mean, this is an astounding Kraven figure. The black-suited Spidey, yeah, man, I'm not that stoked about it. You know, the new stuff that we get with it isn't really impressing me that much. I would have been a little bit more excited for it if we'd gotten a new Peter Parker head sculpt, you know, a Peter in anguish. That would have been pretty cool to see. But the Kraven figure, yeah, I absolutely love it. But it felt like it cost me $40 to get it, which is a little on the unfortunate side. So at the price point of $40 for these two figures, I'm going to give this 2-pack a stud rating of...
It's not so bad.
and I am rating them together because, you know, it's one purchase over here, so, you know, just a little bummed out I had to spend the extra money to get this Kraven figure and also get a black-suited Spider-Man figure I didn't necessarily need to have in my collection, but hey, I have another black-suited Spider-Man figure. I'll find a way to display him somehow in the collection. But the Kraven figure, absolutely love it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know what you think of these figures, and let me know what you think of the review. Hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell if you have not already. And a big thanks to all these people over here that support this YouTube channel over on Patreon. I really do appreciate it. Stay tuned for an exclusive review coming up either tomorrow or Wednesday, but that should be posted up there very soon. If you want to see the latest in Marvel news, be sure to check out marvelousnews.com, and don't forget to follow me on the Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and Stardust. Links to everything in the description below. I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures every day. I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, I'm posing action figures, it's okay.
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face is hit my shot, your face.